Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Gabriela Hernandez Usot. I am currently an undergrad researcher at the University of Puerto Rico Medical Sciences campus, and today I'm going to be presenting you the effect of atrazine on locomotion in rats. Background. Before we move on into the importance of this widely used herbicide, I wanted to give you a little background on atrazine. Atrazine is widely used to kill non-desirable plants such as weeds that compete for nutrients and water with plants such as crops. The mechanisms behind atrazine involve photosynthesis inhibition. The mechanism binds irreversibly to the photosystems in the chloroplast and thereby inhibiting electron transport. Atrazine contaminates bodies of water mostly by runoff from herbicide used on row and raw crops. The Environmental Protection Agency has established an oil reference dose of 0.035 milligrams per kilograms. The importance and aim. The excessive use of atrazine has led to the contamination of food and drinking sources. Studies have shown that higher atrazine doses can increase, decrease, or have no effect on locomotion. However, the effect of atrazine at the lower reference dose established by the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, remains unclear. We hypothesize that oral consumption of atrazine will increase locomotion. Methodology. Male rats were either exposed to atrazine-contaminated water with a concentration of 0.035 milligrams per kilograms per day, or filtered water for 3 months. At 3 months, the behavioral paradigms that assessed locomotion were done, and lastly, the rats were euthanized. Locomotion, we use the behavioral paradigm, the open field test. In this paradigm, we have an open box where the rat is placed in the middle of the box, and locomotion is assessed by measuring mean speed and distance traveled. Results. For results, we collected the distance traveled, where we saw a significant increase in the distance travel in the atrazine group when compared to the control group after those 3 months of oral exposure. Similarly, when we move on to the mean speed, there was also a significant increase in the atrazine group when compared to the control group, suggesting that after prolonged exposure at lower doses of atrazine, locomotion is increased. Conclusions and further directions. Results show that after 3 months of oral consumption of atrazine at the reference dosage, average distance and mean speed were increased. Further directions include increasing time of exposure and increasing our sample size. To assess if atrazine exposure induces changes in neuronal activity, we'll be measuring brain regions relevant to locomotion. Neuronal activity will be examined in the collected tissue using immunohistochemistry. And that is it for me today. Thank you for joining me and for your attention.